Did you know that diesel fuel has wax inside of it? Think about what happens when you blow out the flame on a candle and that hot wax slowly turns into a solid. Now let's go over to the pump and talk about how we prevent that from happening in your fuel tank. Number 2 diesel fuel has paraffin wax inside of it. At warm temperatures, that's great because the wax adds lubricity and helps viscosity. It's not a bad thing to have in the fuel. At colder temperatures, that wax starts to crystallize. To prevent this from plugging up your fuel filter, we add a cold flow improver that breaks apart the wax crystals into tinier molecules to pass through your fuel filter. Cold flow improver gives us 10 extra degrees Fahrenheit of winter operability. Number 2 diesel fuel will start to gel at about 14 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold flow improver gives us an extra 10 degrees down to 4 degrees, low single digits of operability. Once it gets below that, we need to start blending number 1 diesel fuel to continue to have our engines work like we want them to. Our main product is number 2 diesel with a cold flow improver. In the wintertime, we switch our premium diesel product to a number 1 diesel fuel. Adding 10% number 1 into your blend will give you 3 extra degrees Fahrenheit of operability. A cold flow improver can only do so much. When the weather gets really cold, we need to start blending in number 1 diesel fuel to get that extended coverage. For every 10% of number 1, we gain 3 degrees Fahrenheit of additional operability. 30% number 1 would get you to about -5 Fahrenheit. 50% number 1 to -10, 70% number 1 to -20, and straight number 1 diesel fuel will get you to -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything colder than that, we probably need to stay inside. At Pro Co-op, flexibility is very important. You need to run the blend that the weather requires. We offer straight number 1 diesel fuel at several locations: Gilmore City, Rolfe Heartland, Pocahontas, Lorenz, the Terrell Sinclair, and the Esterville location all offer number 1, and some of those locations offer a winter blend also. We like the idea of offering the straight number 1 and the number 2 with cold flow, and you can match your blend to meet the weather's requirements. At our other card trolls that don't have straight number 1, we offer a winter blend. We try to watch the forecast and blend accordingly, and we'll label the dispenser so that you know what's going in your tank. Instead of just saying winter blend and it's a guess, we label, here's how much number 1, here's how much number 2, so you know what's going in your fuel tank. We'd love to see you January 16th at 4 p.m. for our Winter Market Outlook meeting at the Shores in Emmetsburg. Speakers discussing agronomy, grain markets, energy markets. It's going to be an informative event. We'd love to see you there.